Welcome to the podcast Am I Old Yet? A series of short episodes, random conversations in the life of one woman in her late 70s, living on her own, with loving family and a few friends scattered around the world. This is episode 8, Holding On. In this episode, Helen's having a bit of a chat with Jennifer, her neighbour from across the corridor, when Nana Madeleine, Jennifer's 102-year-old grandma, interrupts and practically invites herself in for a cup of coffee to chat about some pretty serious stuff with Helen, who seems to be holding on. Jennifer, hi, what can I do for you?
Hello, Helen. I just wanted to say thank you for the flowers and the cheeses. That was so kind of you.
Oh, not at all. I wanted to be helpful, and that seemed the only thing I could do. How's Harry now? All clear?
Oh, yes, thank goodness. He only needed a few doses of the chemo, and they said he was good to go. So he just has to be careful, and come back in 6 months.
Oh, that's excellent. And Nana? She's still in good cheer?
She kept us both entertained. I was so stressed out worrying about him, and she just took charge, made sure we remembered to eat proper.
Was she cooking?
Oh no, she was like Gordon Ramsay, throwing orders around.
Oh, didn't that stress you out even more?
No, she was so funny.
Jenny?
Uh-oh,
Jenny?
There she goes. I better see what's happening.
Jenny, oh, there you are.
Hi, Madeleine.
Hello, Helen.
I'm just coming in,
Oh,
Nana.
don't worry, it's nothing. You stay and talk to Helen.
But what did you want me for?
Just to see if you wanted a cup of coffee. Harry is making it.
Oh, I better go in and help him.
Oh, good girl. And I'll stay and have a little natter with Helen. Is that all right, Helen?
Of course.
All right.
Hey, why don't you come in and have a coffee with
That's
me?
very kind. Do you mind,
Oh,
Jenny?
not at all. You go ahead.
See you later,
Bye,
Jennifer.
Helen.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Right. Come on in.
Thank you. I'm so glad you took my hint. Did you know I was hinting?
I felt something was cooking, but I wasn't sure what. Were you looking to escape from them for a bit?
Yes, but also I thought it would be nice for Jenny and Harry to have some time to themselves.
Well, sit yourself down. I'll get the coffee on.
Thank you. Can I help?
Well, you can order me around if you like. I understand you do an excellent Gordon Ramsay impersonation.
Is that what she said, cheeky poo?
Well, I think she meant it as a compliment.
Is that so? I was trying to be helpful. I would never want to upset her.
Oh, you didn't upset her. I gather she was feeling the strain, and you helped her a lot with your suggestions.
Oh, I hope so.
Keeping her going, keeping her spirits up.
That was my aim. And you, Helen, how are you? Are you well?
Hang on a minute.
Are you
I can't hear you
alright?
while the coffee machine's going.
Oh, you have a machine now.
What was that?
I said, you have a machine now.
Oh, yes, indeed. Best buy ever.
So no more accidents. Throwing the coffee down the sink instead of the grounds.
Oh, no. I've got a new trick now. I set up the milk container with the milk, put the cup under the coffee holder, but I forget to turn the spout from the milk container into the cup. So I have hot milk going all over the place.
Ah, always something we forget. What can you do? Carry on.
Indeed. Here's your coffee. Would you like a biscuit? I've got some digestives.
Oh, no, thank you. And how was your trip to Lancashire? For the boyfriend of Susie's birthday party?
Ah, never happened. So, we were going to have the party in the grounds of the care home where the grandmother stays. Well, would you believe it? Susie and I were about to head off for the station, and she got a call from the boyfriend, Jack, that Nanny Louise's home was rife with COVID. so no visitors. So no party.
They didn't get the vaccine?
Oh, the residents did, but so many of the staff refused. And next thing, they start going down with the virus. And, of course, some of the residents get it. Thankfully, only mild versions of it.
Yes, we must be thankful for that. But still, they're old. It won't be pleasant.
Well, you're not wrong there.
This is lovely. What a world, eh?
Yes, humans evolving backwards.
Yes?
Although actually going backwards should mean being even more community-minded, not less.
Yes. And maybe no.
No?
Well, we have this nice, fantastical idea that everybody was nicer in the past. Everybody was more helpful. Neighbours looked after each other. But I think it was not so different, really. Some people were kind and thoughtful, and other people not so much.
I guess so. Yes, I'm sure you're right. Well, evolution happens so very, very slowly. Just bigger toys.
Toys? Oh, you mean the technology. Yes, I agree. All this computer, smartphones, just bigger, more powerful toys. We have the illusion that everything gets better, but it just gets faster. So hard to keep up.
Oh, so true, Madeleine. And there I was all those years thinking I was keeping up beautifully.
But not so much now. You feel you are left behind now?
Every single day. It gets harder to maneuver, to negotiate, to stay in touch with what's what, when what's what seems to get more and more unpleasant, more grim. And goodness me, what am I on about? It's nothing compared to what you went through.
Oh, maybe not, but not so different really to what went before. I see that. It is very disheartening, but not quite the same. So we have to keep on with what we can do ourselves.
Yes.
Hold ourselves, our values. We have to hold them up still, no matter what. You, when you were young, you marched. You held the banners, you sang the songs, no?
Oh,
and
yes.
Now we don't have the legs to do that. So we must let the young ones do it. It's their turn. And they are there. They are fighting for good values. We mustn't lose heart for their sakes.
Oh, yes. You're right.
But being right is not easy. It's not enough. I know. I want to fight like you. And you do. I know you, Helen. You fight on in your own way.
Do I? Do I really? Oh, I don't know. I write the odd email to the BBC, which they never read out. I encourage Susie when she marches on demos. I try to calm her mother down when she panics about Susie being on demos. Doesn't seem very much in the grand scheme of things.
But if we only help one person, that's good. We try to help the good people to be strong, and that's probably all we could ever do. That is what the good people do. And the not so good ones, I don't think they have as much fun as we do. Imagine if you are so cross all the time, angry about women being full human beings, angry about the vaccine. That does not sound like a good way to live. Where is the fun in that?
Oh, you are spot on there, Madeleine. It's no fun being negative.
And being negative is not something we always have control over. Is that not right?
It is right.
I think you have been maybe just a little bit overwhelmed lately with the negative thoughts.
Indeed.
And you don't talk about it?
Not on your Nelly.
Why not? Isn't that all the medical advice, what it says? We should talk about it?
I know, and I understand why it's a good idea for people who don't know how to deal with it. Like, if you have an infected sore and you don't know how to heal it, you go to the doctor, get the ointment or the pills. But if you do know what to do, you don't need to bother the doctor. You just clean it properly and put the ointment on. And I've been dealing with it for so long, I know fine what to do. And talking about it just leads to people telling me what I already know.
And that is so annoying. Hearing back what you know, reminding you that you should have been doing that thing that you already know, right?
Oh, exactly. So then I have to deal with being angry with myself for forgetting to do what I know I should have been doing. Plus, the people you talk to then think that what you told them actually defines you, and they have to do that tone of voice whenever they meet you. How are you? Are you okay? And they feel good because they are behaving like decent, caring people, and they have no idea how annoying it can be.
So you keep the cheerful face?
Yes, and I get in there first. How are you? What are you up to? How marvellous. Good on you.
So you become the annoying person instead.
You said it.
I really like this coffee. Where did you get it?
Joe Black's, based in Liverpool. I'll give Jennifer the email address. You just order it online. That was Holding On, episode 8 of season 2 of the podcast Am I Old Yet? All the characters in this week's episode were played by me, Floyd Kennedy. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I'm a one-man band here, just me sitting in my little crone cottage here in Liverpool with my computer and an external monitor and my microphone sitting in my homemade soundbox. So it would be really lovely to know what you think about the program. That's the one thing I miss about this performing online, as it were, is that I don't get that feedback instant hit, from an audience where I have a sense that they're actually enjoying what I'm doing, that it's having some effect in the world. So it would be great if you could either rate and review it in your podcast app, or maybe head over to the website www.am-i-old-yet.com and leave a comment. That would be grand. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.